The city of mines, and mines where labor, sweat, and history and scenic beauties meet. The heart of Western Black Sea, the Black Pearl of Turkey, and an industrial heritage city. A place where a train passes through with historical stops along the coastline and tunnels that feature dreamlike train voyages. A city that salutes the sun during sunsets. A place that boasts amazing beauties with countless amazing beaches, the green of the mountains and the blue of the Black Sea. The lighthouse that guides ships and the historical Zonguldak port. The exciting adventure in the coal mine experience. The cultural heritage at Ereğli Museum and archaeological relics from the Hellenistic, Roman, and Byzantine periods. The unique and mesmerizing Gökgöl Cave and the meeting of faith and mythology at Akeron Valley. Cehennem Aza Cave. Teion, Bilağ's antique city, which has witnessed thousands of years of history in the Black Sea. Filyos antique city and castle with its amazing view. Gazi Alemdar ship, one of the symbols of the Turkish War of Independence. The city famous for cane and tree workmanship, the city of regional handicrafts and weaving, the ancient common yew tree, hundreds of century-old sycamore trees, the most beautiful bays in the Black Sea, a city that boasts amazing nature parks, hiking trails, and excursion sites. A table at sundown that features special appetizers and seafood, and unbelievable dishes, including the freshest of fish, devrek beyaz baklava, cevizli kömeci, çay cuma, buffalo yogurt, Ereğli pide, and chestnut jam. An industrial fairyland with geological riches and scenic beauties. The heart of Western Black Sea and the Black Pearl of Turkey. Zonguldak. Close Karadeniz. Teion, Bilağ's antique city, located at the spot where Filyos River flows into the Black Sea, is known as Bilağos in history. The other commonly known name of the city is Teion. The word comes from the founder of the city, Tios. Teion, Bilağ's antique city, is Miletus colony that was founded in 7th century BC for commercial reasons. Romans, Byzantines, and the Genoese ruled in the city, which was an important commercial center in the First Age, where products that came from the north of the Black Sea were unloaded. The city, which dates back to 1200s BC, is still being excavated and is home to new archaeological discoveries. Teion, Bilağ's antique city, consists of an acropolis, necropolis, an antique port which is submerged underwater, an aqueduct, and an antique theater, and is regarded as the Ephesus of the Black Sea region. A castle that was built during the Roman period, a collapsed temple, theater, a three-arched wall that is assumed to be a part of a big structure, and the remains of an aqueduct that carries water to the city from Çayır Cave are some of the remains that have made it to this date. Teion, Bilağ's is the only antique city on the coast of the Black Sea that doesn't have a modern city built on top of it. Zonguldak is famous for its historical port in the center and lighthouse. The lighthouse, which was built in 1908, is located on a cape that is 53 meters above sea level. The light that comes from 9-meter-high tower of the structure, which is powered by electricity since 1985, is visible from 20 nautical miles. The lighthouse, which means hope and reunion for sailors, is one of the city's most special symbols with its century-old history. Another important asset in the lighthouse region is the Varagel Tunnel. This tunnel, which was built for industrial purposes, was built inside a karstic rock formation on the coast. The tunnel, which adds to the natural heritage, is regarded as a cultural industrial heritage. Rapid Chargement, located inside Zonguldak port and built in 1848, is a loading spot. This facility, which was built to load the coal that was brought to the port via the railway to ships, in time became one of the symbol structures of the port. Rapid Chargement, as one of the oldest architectural assets of the city, has been registered as an immobile cultural asset. Zonguldak is known for its mines and miners. Zonguldak, which is located in a geography that is very rich in underground resources, has Turkey's only mineral coal reserve. The city has the first power plant in the country, which is called Işıkveren. Thanks to mineral coal, mining, and iron-steel industries blossomed in the city, and Zonguldak has been dubbed the city of labor and then the capital of industry. Zonguldak remains important thanks to the natural gas resources that were recently discovered in the Black Sea. Miners who contribute greatly to the country's economy and work with great patience and sacrifice under the ground unearth what is known as black diamond and participate in one of the world's most difficult professions. This labor and culture has been symbolized via countless statues and monuments all over the city. Labor and sweat has been turned into statues all over the city, and they symbolize the city's culture. Turkey's first and only mine museum, the Zonguldak Mine Museum and Kola Experience Mine, has been built on a 7,000 square meter area. The museum, which displays mining materials used in coal production since the 1840s, sheds light on the history of mining. The museum shows the effects of coal on social, cultural, and economic life, and also boasts simulations, mock-ups, and the process of coal mining via touch screens. On the ground floor, you can find information and documents regarding the history of mining, as well as the Zonguldak Basin mock-up and the drilling explosion simulation via touchscreens. On the first floor, you can find measuring devices, personal protective gear and rescue equipment, medical equipment used in mines, and items used in social life. On the second floor, you can find information about the formation of coal and basin geology using touch screens and projections. In the paleontology bell jars, you can see fossils made up of branches and leaves. The paleontology bell jar gives you information about the determination of rock ages. The Coal Experience Mine, a part of the museum, is a unique simulation that offers a very special experience to its visitors. The adventure lets you experience the daily life of a miner with special gear and tools. The museum was added to the European Industrial Heritage Route in 2022. Uzun Mehmet Mosque attracts attention as the new symbolic structure of the city center. The mosque, which takes its name from Uzun Mehmet, can accommodate 6,000 people and overlooks the sea. It was opened to the public in 2021. The mosque, which boasts the most special examples of traditional architecture and attracts attention with its intricate workmanship, was designed not just as a temple, but a natural space with its 22,000 square meter green area around it. The mosque, designed according to Ottoman and Seljuk architecture, features 4 72-meter minarets and 22 domes. At the entrance, there is a text in Arabic on a marble plate inscribed with kohl, the symbol of Zonguldak. Gökgöl Cave is a scenic beauty in the city that must be visited. The cave, which is 3,350 meters long, including its arms, consists of a main gallery on the east, southeast-west, northwest axis, and 2 large side arms, Gökgöl Cave, which shows the city's geomorphologic and hydrologic development stages. Consists of 4 different levels. The cave, which is rich in stalactites, is also rich in travertine, stalagmite columns, and various different types of stalactites. In active and semi-active levels, there are wall stalactites, pasta stalagmites, cave roses, cave needles, and stalactite pools filled with water. The cave's first 875 meters is open to the public and accessible to handicapped citizens, and stands out as a colorful and very special travel destination for travelers, tourists, and research enthusiasts. Outside the cave, there is a visitors center that has received local and international design awards. Another scenic beauty in Zonguldak is the Harman Kaya Waterfalls Natural Park. Harman Kaya Waterfalls is a rare beauty among a forest and flora. There are 10 waterfalls of different sizes in the region, which is 4 kilometers from the city center. The waterfalls, which are reached along a hiking path after a dreamlike walk, offer visitors a unique experience. The region, which boasts red pine, black pine, fir, juniper, boxwood, sycamore, fig, oak, beech, forest rose, linden, poplar, willow, chestnut, rosehip, mountain ash, common ash, blackberry, and sandal trees, is frequented by hikers, photographers, and all those looking for visual and spiritual calmness. Bacaklı and Bölüklü plateaus open the door to a whole new world with their clean air, water, and sounds of birds. Bacaklı and Bölüklü plateaus are not just the cities, but one of Turkey's most special scenic beauties. These plateaus, which are frequented by many thanks to their oxygen levels and clean air, are visited by those who are looking to get away from the city and experience all shades of green. There is a 4,118-year-old monumental common yew tree 5 to 6 kilometers from Berluklu Plateau, and this tree is one of the 5 oldest trees on Earth. The region also boasts the Gümeli Nature Monument, which features hundreds of thousand-year-old common yew trees. This region, which features amazing hiking trails and is considered the heart of nature, has a very special place among the scenic beauties of Zonguldak. Karadeniz Ereğli, which has a rich historical and cultural past, features many important destinations for those who want to discover Zonguldak. Ereğli, which is the most populated borough in Zonguldak, is located on the coast of the Black Sea. There are many historical assets and scenic beauties in Ereğli, which is dubbed the Little Istanbul. It was believed that the history of Ereğli dated back to 550 BC, but remains coincidentally found in the region suggests that settlement began a long time before that. According to remains found during excavations, the area was settled in 2500s BC. Ereğli, which got its name from Hercules, boasts many mythological characters in its history. Besides its history, Ereğli has amazing scenic beauties. Karadeniz Ereğli is also famous for its historical conquest sycamore trees. The conquest sycamores, which consists of 8 trees that were planted after Fatih the Conqueror took Istanbul, is a historical and beautiful area in Ereğli. Ereğli, which boasts Ereğli Iron Steel Factory, one of Turkey's most important industrial institutions, is one of Zonguldak's most important boroughs as a center of industry, agriculture, tourism, and culture. Karadeniz Ereğli Museum is located inside a stone structure known as Halil Pasha Mansion. Halil Pasha Mansion was built at the end of the 19th century by Halil Pasha Karamahmutoğlu. The mansion, located on Bozhanayala Avenue over the foundations of an old church, antique materials collected from Roman period buildings were used in exterior decorations. The structure, which was once used as a middle school and then neglected for a long time, was restored and reopened by the Ministry of Culture and Tourism. On the ground floor of the museum, you can see marble tomb steles, column heads, glass jars, jewelry, various metal items, candelabrum, and figures from the Hellenistic, Roman, and Byzantine eras found in and around Ereğli. On the first floor, terracotta amphora and coins from various civilizations are displayed. The second floor of the museum features men and women's clothes, elpek fabric and thread, which is endemic to Zonguldak, weaving materials, weapons, seals, and regional ethnographical artifacts. The third floor of the museum is decorated like an Ottoman period museum house and features a living room, guest room, daily room, and bedroom. There are Greek, Roman, Byzantine, Seljuk, and Ottoman-era column heads, columns and pedestals, various architectural pieces, and sarcophagi in the garden of the museum. Gazi Alemdar Ship Museum, which is one of the symbols of the Turkish War of Independence in Zonguldak, is located on the coast of Karadeniz Ereğli. The ship, which was one of the resistance points during the war, carried weapons and armory that the army needed to Trabzon and İnebolu during the war. The ship, which carried out important missions during the war, was rebuilt as a replica and opened as the Gazi Alemdar Ship Museum. The ship, which attracts attention as the only rescue ship without weapons during the war, is now home to a very special museum that shows the epic resistance and the soul of that period. Zonguldak Karadeniz Ereğli region is home to one of the most important legends of the antique world. In his famous work, Iliad, Homer says that the shores of Zonguldak were the homes of Anatolian soldiers who participated in the Trojan War. The story about Hercules capturing Cerberus, the three-headed dog that guarded the gates of hell, also took place in Ereğli. According to mythology, the gate to hell is in Ereğli. Cehennemazı caves are located in İnönü Quarter in Ereğli. This region was known as Acheron Valley in the Antique Age. Cehennemazı caves consist of 3 caves next to each other. The first cave is designed as 2 parts. In the first floor, the floor is decorated with a mosaic that has plant and geometric motifs. There's a small apse in the eastern wall of the second part, and there are gradual steps in front of it. The second cave is located on the 10 to 12 meter high slope along the road, and the locals call it Koca Yusuf Cave. The third cave is the biggest cave. Its ground is covered with water. The man-made cave acted as an aqueduct for the first and second caves. These caves were one of the 2 most important prophecy centers in the First Age. The caves, which are frequented by countless tourists, are major destinations that must be visited. Zonguldak is also famous for its handicrafts. It's a city where the best canes are made, as this cultural heritage is passed on from master to apprentice, who made the most unique canes on earth. Canes that are made in the borough of Devrek from cranberry trees, enlivened with aquafortis and decorated with various motifs, are regarded as rare examples of wood workmanship. What makes these canes made in Devrek famous all around the world is their intricate workmanship. The body of the cane is made from cranberry wood, its handle from the walnut tree, and there is a motif of 2 intertwined snakes towards the handle. Today we can see handles made with various materials in different forms, and canes decorated with paint, silver, mother of pearl, and copper. These canes, which are made carefully in the hands of masters, are in high demand around the world, thanks to their durability and designs. Weaving is a very important cultural richness and regional handicraft in Zonguldak. Elpek fabric, which is a linen fabric, is being made in western Black Sea for hundreds of years from the fibers of linen. This local fabric, which is known as Karadeniz Ereğli, as Elpek, Pelamet in Çaycuma, and Çözmebez in other places, is made with linen and cotton threads on looms called düzen. This fabric, used in undergarments, keeps you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. The embroideries used in Zonguldak are called kız çeyizi, yağlık, kuşak, and peşkir, and these fabrics are top-notch in terms of color, dye, and motifs. The Cane Museum, located in the borough of Devrek in Boston Park, is Turkey's first cane museum. The museum, which displays different size and design canes, also features the photos and bios of famous cane masters. The museum, which also features canes from all around the world, sheds light on the history of cane making. The museum, which also features the stages of cane making in Devrek, is a unique museum that all must visit while in Zonguldak. Zonguldak is a green city. The city, where every shade of green and blue meets an amazing flora, is a very special destination with its scenic beauties, forests, plateaus, and countless beauties gifted by nature. Zonguldak, where waterfalls, natural spaces, nature parks, the city forest, and all shades of green turn into an amazing scenic festival, is an important touristic destination for those who like nature tourism and want to discover new places. Zonguldak, which is famous for its green and nature, is also known for its amazing bays, beaches, and coasts. The city, which has an 80-kilometer-long shoreline, is famous for its natural beaches. Filios Beach, which is 30 kilometers to the city center, is within the borders of Çaycuma Borough. This beautiful famous beach, which features the best of sea, sand, and sun, is frequented by local and foreign tourists. Access to the beach, which is open all year long, is free, and the cleanliness of the beach is very important. Turkali, Göbü, Kapuz, Kozlu, Dermenazı, Ilıksu, Köşeazı, and Ereğli beaches are very special places where tourism is available throughout the year. The beaches of Zonguldak attract attention from people who watch the sunset, camp, listen to the sound of the sea, fish, and walk their dogs. The romantic sunset that is visible all over the city is a very special gift for the locals and guests. Train and railway are very important in the history of Zonguldak. Besides being and industrial carriers, the train and train tourism is one of the unique elements of the city as a cultural asset. A train voyage, where the blue and green of the Black Sea meets, offers guests a unique experience and a panoramic visual feast. The railway, which passes by bays and tunnels, offers amazing panoramic beauties. Zonguldak, which is a city where you can be united with the sea, forest, and a unique cultural heritage, promises its visitors a magnificent train ride, which is very different from a classic voyage. The voyage, which begins at a modern train station, turns into pure joy on new generation trains. Zonguldak is a train and railway city. This route, which is known today as the Green Route, is an important project that combines experience and travel. Zonguldak, besides including the amazing tastes of the Black Sea region, is a special city that offers various local dishes and delicacies. Its cuisine includes the best fish, devrek beyaz baklava, chai juma buffalo yogurt, eğrili pide, strawberry jam, chestnut honey, kömec with walnuts and hazelnuts. Zilbit herb, which is a herb collected from the highest parts of the city, is a root herb that grows in the mountainous and moist lands of the Black Sea and is very tasty. Zilbit, which is a very healthy dish made from this herb, is a very special delicacy. Special appetizers and seafood served at sunset on the coast of Filios is an example of an amazing gastronomical adventure. Chai juma buffalo yogurt, butter, cheese, and pepperoni are other gastronomical riches in the city. Zonguldak, which is a city in the Black Sea region, is a major place in hazelnut production. Zonguldak, which offers products such as alapla hazelnut, shelled and unshelled hazelnuts, hazelnuts covered with chocolate, hazelnut flour, hazelnut butter, roasted hazelnut, and salted hazelnuts, is a major player in the hazelnut business. Kebab with special sauce is a delicacy from Zonguldak, which combines meat with the Black Sea culinary culture. Chicken that is roasted on an open pit is also a very special dish served all over the city. Zonguldak is also famous for its chestnut honey. Honey production and apiary are important sources of income for the city and stand out as gastronomical riches. Eğrili pide, pumpkin dessert, Osmanlı strawberries, devrek bread, devrek halva, devrek avda, bagels, and saray stuffing, tarhana, and yellow century oil are some of the important items in the unique gastronomy of Zonguldak. Zonguldak is a place to experience adventure thanks to its scenic beauties, geographical riches that combine the green and the blue, and caves that are waiting to be discovered. The city, which features many trails and adventure parks for travelers and nature enthusiasts of all ages, is an attraction center for those interested in nature sports. Local and foreign tourists can experience water sports, boat rides, windsurfing, trekking, and paragliding in the city. Zonguldak, which has amazing beauties such as the train, historical sites along the coast, dreamlike train rides, and magnificent beaches, is the green of the mountains and the blue of the Black Sea. Zonguldak, which is the city of mines and miners, where labor meets sweat and history meets scenic beauties, is the heart of Western Black Sea, the Black Pearl of Turkey, and an industrial heritage city.